Let me stop you right there. Don't go there. Don't suggest for 1 minute these are fabricated text messages.
Brock is pissed.
This is a clip taken from our previous live stream breakdown of the Standing Committee on Government Operations and Estimates.
You can find the links to the full live stream replay as well as the original committee video in the description.
Let's take a look. Go ahead, Mr. Brock.
Thank you, Chair. Going back to text messages, Mr. Dewan, from October of 2022. I'm rather good at running my mouth. My issue is what I want to say versus what I can say. I have to stay in my lane. In my opening round with you, sir, I opined what a literal interpretation would be, what I believe most Canadians would take from that text exchange. I will give you a little bit of latitude, sir, to explain yourself. Specifically, I like an explanation as what you want to say versus what you can say. What did you mean by that, sir, in your text exchange with Mr. McDonald?
I don't remember. It was 2 years ago.
I don't recall, yeah.
Thank you for the question. I don't remember that text exchange again, and I wonder why Mr. McDonald would still have that text with him after leaving the agency. So, having said that,
Are you kidding me? They said that they subpoenaed the cellular provider.
He's blaming McDonald for still having the text.
That's not where they got it from, my guy.
Are you kidding me? No, but he's like, oh, well, he's not supposed to have that.
Yeah,
he's not supposed to have that evidence.
He's trying to throw McDonald under the bus for having quote-unquote government property,
unreal.
But that's not where they got it from.
So unreal. Okay, nope. Karen Fontaine with a $5 super chat. Min is the mole. China doesn't speak French. Ooh. And Penny D with a $5 super chat. Am I to understand or question that maybe Diane Daly got a promotion also, since she didn't seem qualified for the job? Well, it depends. It was very interesting that she seemed to move at around the exact same time that Cameron McDonald moved, which was a very similar time that Mindone moved. Just saying. They all moved around the same time, except McDonald and Daly moved to Public Health Canada, and Doan moved to be the Chief Technical Officer. And if I also understood Doan correctly, it sounds like what happened was this, is that he was going to move, he was going to apply to Treasury Board services, and then CBSA made a counter offer to him that elevated him up a level, and then he moved.
Weird.
So I find that very interesting.
So you think that they moved him up so that he could move
so he didn't have to compete.
Yes. Interesting.
Stop, if I could stop with respect. The issue is not whether you recall it. The issue is why you would ask why Mr. McDonald would retain it. That wasn't the question. These are your text messages. It is a snapshot in time. One would have thought these are pressing issues that would still be germane on your mind. I appreciate you have health issues, but clearly you have a lawyer, so you prepared for this meeting. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct Canadians if they're wrong. The interpretation is you cannot be honest with this committee because you're being held back from telling us the truth. So let me help you. Who was directing you not to give committee the full truth and nothing but the truth? You being...
This is Brock's out for him.
Yeah.
This is a this is a gift.
Clever.
It's a gift from Brock. Doan's not going to take it, but it's a gift from Brock.
He's going to be like, oh, it's nobody, it's nobody.
The vice president at the time, would it have been Mr. Ossowski or Miss O'Gorman?
nobody was directing me to not be truthful. And in terms of saying what I want to say, sometimes, and as I want to do here, I stick to the facts. I don't conjecture. I don't give opinion. I'm not here to give opinions. So the question there, and these are alleged texts, I must say. I don't have these texts. These are alleged from the same individual.
Let me stop you right there. Don't go there. Don't suggest for 1 minute these are fabricated text messages.
Brock is pissed. And you know what? He gave Mindone an out, but also he was giving him the rope to hang himself with, which is what Mindone just did.
Oh yeah, and he used it. He used all 6 feet of that rope. And Mindone is trying to suggest that, oh, these are alleged texts. You know, I don't have these texts.
Did he not
Really?
understand what Brock said at the beginning, that they came from the service provider?
I guess not. This is the problem when you listen to respond and you don't listen to understand.
Yeah.
By doing so, sir, you are now impugning the integrity and the character of the source of this information. If you got an issue with this, my suggestion is you go back to your phone and you scroll back to your communications with Mr. McDonald, or furthermore, if that is gone, talk to your service provider, because service providers retain up to 10 years worth of text messages. So with respect, don't go there.
Holy.
Wow, like I'm in awe because Brock he's not wasting his time, but he is using his time to scold Mindone instead of ask questions, which I think is very significant.
I haven't actually seen him.
I don't think I've seen him that riled up ever.
We've seen him riled up. We've seen
Not
him
like
kind of
this.
yell, but he is disgusted, actually.
Yeah, it's like, okay, when you're young and your parents yell at you, that's one thing, but when they're like, we are super disappointed in you, like it's something completely different.
Like he got riled. Like it was a different kind of riled up with Christian Firth, but this Christian Firth never implied that
The government was
was
the opposition was
fabricating
fabricating things. Yeah.
And that's what Doan is implying. Wow.
Don't use the word alleged. These are your words, and I've given you the opportunity to explain yourself. I'll ask one further time. Why did you say you could not give us the full goods?
I did not say I could not give you full goods. And with respect, Mr. Chair, the same individual has taken very strong liberties of impugning my reputation and going as far as saying I faked a heart attack. So my apologies if I do take offense to allegations, because there have been many allegations made against me.
Mr. Dewan, I'm moving on. You got counsel with you. You've indicated you're not under any investigation. You've indicated you're not under internal investigation. You're not under police investigation. Why do you have a lawyer with you?
Okay, you know, I mean,
He should have a lawyer.
yeah, I mean, even if you're accused of a crime and you've never done anything, you should absolutely consult a lawyer. I think we all know that, but just the asking of it kind of implies guilt, which we all know it shouldn't, but it's kind of a clever tactic.
Yeah, he absolutely should have a lawyer with him. If he didn't, he would be a really dumb individual.
Yeah.
Because when Brock didn't ask McDonald and Utano why they had lawyers with them before investigations started about them, right? So it's just to put pressure on them.
I believe everybody is allowed counsel. I believe other witnesses that have appeared here have counsel as well. And given the harm that's already been done to my reputation, both here and on social media, I think it is
Thank you.
wise
Is
for
the
me.
CBSA currently paying for your legal fees?
Yes, they are.
How much have you submitted so far?
I'm not done, so I have not submitted anything.
You've submitted no bills?
I've submitted bills for previous attendance, but not
Yes.
for this one.
And how much has your legal counsel billed for his or her services in assisting you? Just the number, please.
The last one was $5,000,
$5,000
Wow.
approximately. I can get the
Okay.
specific number and invoice.
for a 2-hour appearance, okay? And what about the first invoice?
It would be approximately less than 5,000. I can get that invoice as well.
Maybe 4,000? Will you provide both invoices to committee?
I certainly can.
Will you
but
provide
whatever.
the current invoice to committee as well, that what he or she is charging you for today's appearance?
I can provide that information.
Wow, that's taxpayer money, folks,
Almost $15,000.
for this guy to testify.
$15,000
of your money.